Hey guys, this is Dave from Apex-Used-Appliance-Control-Boards.com, and in the shop today we have a GE oven, and we're just going to go through a couple things that you may want to check before buying a control board, and just some basic diagnostics for you so you can narrow that down and get the parts that you need. First thing we want to talk about is where the part numbers are on these particular boards, and also where the model number is for your oven, both of which are going to be very important for you to have to get the correct parts to get your oven up and running again. So first thing we want to do is just show you where the model number is on this model and most models, and it's going to be right down in here. And if we get real close down in here, we'll show you. It starts with a J and then it goes all the way up to ends in S with the stainless steel. And then we're going to go around back and just show you some of the things that might be happening. So if your oven is blank, you don't have any display at all, not always the control board that's wrong with it, but we'll go over everything you need to know to make the right decision. Alright, we've come around to the back side of the oven here. This is where the control board lives. And then I'm just going to show you that we've taken all the screws out of the side. We've taken the entire back panel off. Both sides, you got to take 10 screws off or so. And then the most important thing we're going to look at first is this terminal block right here, and if we're getting the proper voltage coming in out of the wall. So right now we are showing 120 volts, and how we got that is the black wire, that's neutral, coming from your voltmeter. We have it set to volts AC on the meter, and then the red one's going to line 2, and then also from this side going over here, this is line 1. Let me put that on here. There we go. And then also we should have 120 volts showing there. So that's showing the proper voltage coming in from the wall, and then we want to do them from side to side also. So each leg has 120, and now that is going to show us 210 volts, give or take a couple, but that's relative to each other. So line 1 and line 2 to each other, 210 volts. Alright, now we're going to go over how to test the bake function out of the control board. First thing is we still have our negative lead coming out of our voltmeter going to the central or the neutral wire here at the terminal, and then the other one, the red one's going to go up here to where the yellow wire lives, and that yellow dot is specifying that's where bake is coming out of the control board. That's switched power, 120 volts. So what we're going to do is we're going to put it in bake and then test to see a switch result coming out of that main board there for 120 volts AC, and you hear the audible click, and it goes right up to 120. So this control board is working, and then it's going to switch a couple times, go back and forth between broil and bake during preheat. But we're going to go ahead and put this in broil then. It's the blue wire is what's going to have the function for broil. We're going to hook that up now. Okay, I called it a blue wire on this particular oven. It is actually a violet wire or purple. And where that red connector there is connected, that's the broil coming out of the main control board. And when we put it in broil, we should also be sending 120 volts AC down to the broil element. And you just heard the audible click, and we already have the 120 volts showing. So right now this control board is showing the proper voltage coming out, and I just want to go over real quick how to check for voltage going in. So we checked it from the terminal block. So to check main power getting up to the control board, it's going to be the black lead here, and that's line 1. That's going to come up straight. You can just follow it with your finger all the way up to the main board, find your black wire in there, and then we're going to check for 120 volts getting to it. Okay, so this is how we're going to check to see if we're getting the proper voltage from the wall, from the terminal block, straight up black wire, just go all the way up here to the control board where the black wire goes in. You should have 120 volts standing there all the time when the appliance is plugged in, and in this case we do have that 120 volts showing. So everything's working on this control board. Everything looks to be fine. We're going to go over what might not be working with yours. If you're not getting bake or broil, we're just going to test the bake and broil elements for continuity. And then if you're pressing bake or broil and it's not going in, it's clicking but you're not getting any heat, this is what we're going to check. Alright, so I've disconnected the orange wire from both the bake element and from broil, and we're going to put our meter on continuity and then just test for voltage getting through. Obviously that heating element is good, that's bake. And we're just going to do the same thing up here where I disconnected 1/2 of the broil element. We're going to connect our black and red leads to the element there. Okay, yeah, so both of these are good. This oven was good. There's nothing wrong with this oven. So those are the basic checks that you need to make before buying a control board. And if yours doesn't check out, please give us a chance to serve you at Apex-Used-Appliance-Control-Boards.com. Thanks for watching. Hey guys, I would be remiss, I forgot to show you where the part number is on these and how to get these out. Obviously these 4 screws right here is how you get these boards out right here. Same thing on this side. I find it easier to take the screws out first, have it in hand, and then take the wires out from there. Or you can take them out first. Take a picture of it, make sure you know where they all go back from when you get the new board in the mail. But the part number is actually right in here. And there's the sticker for it, which is nice. So it's the one that starts with a WB. So you see the big number on it? It's actually the little small numbers right underneath it. It starts with WB27T. That's the manufacturer's part number, and that's the most important number on this sticker, and that will ensure that you're getting the right one. So thanks again for watching, guys.